Okay, all right, guys, everyone involved in whatever you're thinking about, whatever you're doing. Okay, Nintendo dropped a bomb today. I'm in the middle of making my pathless review. If you've ever, I have no words. I'm slurring. Let's take a second and let's collect my thoughts, and then I'll see if I can actually speak. So I'm in the middle of making The Pathless review. It's a game that came out on the PS4, yada yada yada. It doesn't really matter. I was gonna come home today and I was going to continue that, but Nintendo decided today at E3 that they were going to drop a bomb on everyone available that likes any of their games ever. So yeah, as it stands, I know it's probably in the thumbnail, so I'm not surprised if you were already spoiled. But if you want to watch what I'm going to show, if the E3 trailer, please don't continue watching. If I was smart, I'd put like a timer or something. Just click off the video. Click off the video. If you want to be, if you haven't seen anything and you, for some reason, you clicked on this for some stupid reason, please click off. Go on your merry way, watch the trailer, and then come back here and watch this after that. I said leave. Okay. Now that everyone is gone that doesn't want to talk about it, let's talk about Breath of the Wild 2. So, as you guys know, I'm sure some of you guys watched my video that I posted a couple weeks ago, my Breath of the Wild video, about the first time I played Breath of the Wild, my thoughts about the game, yada 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 yada. This trailer broke me, okay? I was at work, alright? I wish I had my reaction to this, because, you know, I would have been a lot better, but I don't. I couldn't wait, because I was expecting this. Everyone was. You know, they announced it 2 years ago in 2019 with their announcement trailer, and everyone's been kind of waiting at the edge of their seat to see if we're ever going to get any more information on the game. So we kind of all knew it was coming this year. At least we were hoping that they would show something off. We didn't really want Breath of the Wild to be stuck in development hell. At least I really didn't want to, because Breath of the Wild 2... I'm really glad they showed off this trailer this year, because it's insane. The trailer's only 1 minute and 38 seconds long, so we're gonna break it down in this video here in a little bit. Kind of like put this in chapters, like initial thoughts, trailer breakdown, and then thoughts after breaking down the trailer. My initial thoughts is that it looks like they took what worked in Breath of the Wild, and they're like adding that to what works in their other titles, like what works in like Twilight Princess and Wind Waker and Skyward Sword, and they're like mixing it all together, and they're bringing the Skyward Sword heavily narrative game in with like the Breath of the Wild we do whatever we want to do game, and I am so excited. Like whenever, okay, we won't talk about the trailer yet. But my favorite part of the trailer is whenever it like kicks in and then Link's like falling from Skyloft. Like that's so cool. And like it got me so excited to watch or to play Skyward Sword. So I'm so pumped. I have a couple things at the end of the video that I want to talk about that maybe we could do. I just dropped my phone on the ground. Like after this, like there's a chance maybe we could play Breath of the Wild on the channel, or we could do the DLCs. We could play Hyrule Warriors. We could play Skyward Sword when it comes out. Like this trailer's got my mind pumping. But now the intro's been almost like what 5 minutes long. So let's get into talking about the trailer. Let's break down my theories of what's gonna happen, what I think the trailer means, and then we'll talk about it afterwards and kind of see what we think. I'm super excited. Make sure you let me know in the comments below if you're excited, and hit that sub button, because we're going to be talking about more games on the channel that were dropped in E3 that I'm excited for in the coming weeks. So let's get into breaking down the trailer. Okay. So I want to talk about this specifically, okay? So this comes up later in the trailer, where this like... it looks like part of the Calamity is like eating Link's arm. And I think it's like taking his life force or something of that nature. Like that's what it looks like to me, because it's like eating up his arm, and we'll talk about later what that really means. But it looks like it's trying to eat him, or like absorb Link and corrupt Link himself. And like that's like a sense, like this is basically just a bunch of flashbacks, or like Like, so for me personally, I actually don't know. I have to go like frame by frame. So this looks like Ganon, but you know who also this looks like? The Demise from the like Skyward Sword. Like, I'm wondering if they're gonna tie in Skyward Sword with Breath of the Wild 2 because they're making such a big deal out of the game they're releasing. You know, this kind of looks like Demise. He's super big, really tall. And my idea is that Demise or maybe Ganon is going to try and take Link. And what happens is, from the arm that we saw at the beginning of the reveal trailer, that because okay, let's keep watching because that's something that comes up later too. See, this here is just like, it's just a frame of Zelda just falling. And I wonder if this is like a dream, you know, maybe it's a sequence of like we couldn't save Zelda. Or maybe Zelda, I'm really hoping from the bottom of my heart that Zelda doesn't get taken again, because that would really suck. And I would be really upset if that happened. But I'm not going to hold my breath because it seems to be something that happens all the time, especially in Nintendo games. I mean, Zelda, Peach, it just kind of happens. She gets kidnapped. I'm just hoping that this game flips that on its head. Maybe if we're lucky. And this right here. Like, I was sitting at work, okay? All right? And I'm looking at this and I'm going, what does this mean? You know? And then I come home and I watch the trailer again. And then I realized, I'm like, what is on Link's arm? Like, look at Link's arm. And then I went, where's the Master Sword? You know, 3 great questions. Why am I flying down from the heavens like in Skyward Sword? Why is my arm completely janky? And where's the Master Sword? All right, those are my 3 questions at this point. Because you're not gliding, you are literally falling. So look, we see the glider's back, and there's all these islands in the sky. And in all these shots, your arm isn't your arm. So this right here, so we see this like old rickety looking arm, and I think this is the same arm from the trailer, from the original trailer, from the gameplay trailer that's like on the skeleton's head. And it looks like Link is going to have this arm in the game. So for me, I wonder if from that first shot that we looked at, I wonder if the shot, like, let's see if I can find it again. This one right here, whenever the Calamity's like going up his arm, I wonder if his arm gets stolen, his arm and the Master Sword gets stolen by Ganon or Demise, and that you and Zelda have to go and find this other arm here, because the shots almost mimic each other. So either that first shot and this shot are connected somehow, or you lose your arm in the Master Sword and then you have to find this arm. But then that also begs the question of, where's the Master Sword? Because we don't see the Master Sword at all in any of these cutscenes, you know? Like, the Master Sword's nowhere to be found, which means we get to use other weapons again. I wasn't expecting not to be able to. The cool thing about some of this stuff, though, especially like this part right here, whenever you use stasis, and then it looks like you can turn back time on the specific item that you're using. Like, you can turn, like, and it rolls back up the hill like you're turning back time. And that's a cool upgrade to stasis. Like, a really sick one. That it's not all just about pausing time anymore. You have, like, full control of time, which is sick. And then we get to see, like, an item. It looks like they might be bringing back items to help beat dungeons again. Because this looks like a dungeon with a dungeon boss. And if they bring back dungeons, I'm gonna be so so happy. And like, there's these cool power-ups. Link has like super long hair now. like the atmosphere of the game, it looks like Calamity, but a little bit different. And this is the final shot. Like, it mirrors the original game so well. And it comes out in 2022, or the estimated release date is 2022. Like, it's insane. There's so much to talk about. I'm sure there'll be 1,000 theory videos. I'm sure we'll probably talk about this again in some form factor, whether that be on like some kind of a podcast or in another video. But I'm super pumped about this specifically. I cannot wait to see like where Breath of the Wild 2 is going to go story-wise, how we're going to see the game, how the gameplay is going to work. Like, where's the Master Sword? Like, or if we don't get the Master Sword again, like say we don't have the option to get the Master Sword, what weapon are we going to get? Are they going to have a new weapon? Is the arm a weapon now? Can the arm like Master Swordify other swords and weapons now? Like, are we going to be able to use our like Sheikah arm to like, because you know how the Master Sword has like the energy buff that like whenever you're around things that are affected by the Calamity, you get a double damage. Like, will that arm be able to do that with other weapons? There are so many things I want from this game, and I'm hoping that they show us like at least one more trailer before the game comes out. But I honestly don't want them to show too much. I like the idea that I have no idea where the Master Sword is or where it might come into the story. I love the idea that this arm is like boggling my mind. Like, how do I get it? Why do I have it? Zelda's only in the trailer for like half a second, so what happens to Zelda? Who is the big skeleton dude? Is that Demise? Is it Ganon? Like, there are so many questions about the game. One of the biggest things I want to know is there going to be time travel? Because that's like a really big thing in Skyward Sword. And if they're going to bring back Skyloft with all of like the islands and stuff in the sky, are we going to see like Loft Wings? Are we going to see time travel? Are we going to see like older Hyrule? Are we going to go back and beat Ganon? There are so many questions in my head, but I really wanted to just talk about the trailer for a little bit, talk about my ideas, what I think might happen. I have a feeling that while you go down to like fully destroy the Calamity and you lose your arm and the Master Sword, then you have to go on a quest to get this arm, and you like lose Zelda, and then you might get another weapon, and then you have to fight Demise or Ganon at the end of the game in like a really cool sword fight to get the Master Sword back and restore your arm to normal. That's like my headcanon while I'm watching the trailer, but I'm like really excited about this. I'm hoping that you guys are excited too, especially for the Breath of the Wild stuff. It's one of my favorite game series in the world, so I'm really excited to see what they do with this. Like I said, I kind of want to do a Breath of the Wild playthrough on the channel, or I might stream it. I haven't decided yet. If you guys have any options, you guys want me to do anything specific, let me know in the comment section below. I'm also going to do something with Skyward Sword, whether I just record it and make a video, like a video review, whether I stream it, whether I make a game series. I haven't figured that out yet, but I want to do something with it, because if it ties into Breath of the Wild 2, I really want to be able to play the game, because I've never played it before. So, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to say. I kind of want to play Hyrule Warriors as well, the Breath of the Wild expansion one. At least that's my idea anyways. I kind of want to do it. I haven't decided. I probably will play it at some point. Whether or not I make a video about it or a Let's Play, I really don't know. I just want to play the game. But yeah, that's really cool. Watch out for my Pathless review. It's probably going to be out sometime next week. It's going to be a really cool video. I'm putting a lot of work into it, so I'm hoping that you guys enjoy it. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed E3. Watch out for a couple other things. I'm going to be making an update video soon. As you can tell, I'm still in my bedroom. You're probably wondering why, and I want to explain why I'm up here and why, you know, life is the way that it is. So, with that being said, catch you guys back here on the next video. Hope you enjoy yourself, and yeah, that's about it from me. Bye. Oh man, dude, I'm so excited. Oh god.